So next we are going to make a scatter plot because we happen to find a significant relationship between fish activity and shoal grass. So I'm going to go back to SPSS and I'm going to go to my data. And I am going to go to the top where it says graphs. And then I'm going to click on graphs and I'm going to do the chart builder. Oops. Chart builder. And then I'm going to just say, okay.
What?
I don't know, it came up with some weird box and I just said, okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring this box up, and this box is going to allow us to build our chart. And so if you have to make a bar graph, this would be the bar graph, the one in the top left, if you're looking at the bottom where it shows you all the little graphs. And then I noticed it said simple bar. And here it says, let's see, if you look, when it says choose from, I'm going to go and choose scatter or dot. I'm going to choose right here where it says scatter or dot on the left, the bottom left. Does everyone see that?
Yes.
And so here, I'm going to do, let's see what my options are. I'm going to do the very first one, simple scatter, and I'm going to double click on that and drag it up into the top box that's empty. And then I'm going to, from the left-hand side by the variables, select the variables I want and move them into my X and Y axis. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, let's see, I'm going to put shoal grass in my X axis. And then I'm going to put fish activity in my y-axis. Technically, it doesn't matter which one you put where, but what we're trying to see is if there's more shoal grass, you have more fish. And so once they're in there, let's see. Once they're in there, you can click OK. Once they're in there, you can click OK, because those are not the real data that are found in that little graph you see. Click OK, and you'll see what the actual data look like. And it's going to be placed in your output.
Mine looks bad. I'm looking bad.
Look at that. It doesn't even look linear.
Mine didn't even come up.
Mine didn't either.
What the hell did you do that we didn't?
Let me see. I will put this down for 1 second.
Oh,
Shit, skin.
took a while.
Wow.
Okay.
Including all my shit in between. Is that okay?
All right.
Mine
So
looks like this.
yes, that's exactly what it
Cool.
should look like. Very good. So this is a nice negative relationship.
Cut out down there? Yeah.
So I'm going to double click on the graph. If I double click on the graph, it brings up the graph in another box, and now I'm able to change stuff on the graph. And you're going to want to change stuff on the graph. First, you're going to want to add a trend line. And to add a trend line, you're going to go ahead and select from the lower or the last row of icons, the icon that shows a trend line, and it is going to be the icon that says add fit line at total. You're going to click on that. And it's going to add your trend line, and it's going to add an equation. And then, so did everybody get that? Mm-hmm. And then, if you look at the top row of icons, you're going to see a graph with a T, and it says insert a text box. And I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to be given a text box. And where it says text box, I'm going to go ahead and type sample size, which is going to be equal to 3. And then I added a text box and I put n is equal to 3. And then I pressed shift and enter and it went down a row. All right, it returned. Like if you press return, it won't return to the next line, but I pressed shift and return at the same time and it went down to the row, and she's technically correct. It is technically lowercase n.
Like lowercase letters.
You have to use lowercase n.
No.
Yes, because
Do you know
that's
why?
your sample size.
Do you know you should use lowercase?
I just know that you have to use lowercase.
It should be lowercase because that's your actual sample size. If you use capital N, that's the total number of samples across your study.
I
So
just
that
know
would have been
your
6
sample
technically.
size is lowercase n.
She's correct. And so then you should also add your p-value. So our p-value was equal to what?
Dr. Julie, can this be capitalized?
No. P is lowercase also.
Is it really?
Yes.
Or should be full of crap?
I swear to God.
She's actually correct.
Well, sometimes,
Actually correct.
She's actually correct.
like on a normal basis, we can't trust you.
Right a lot of the time,
How do you get a
guys.
second line in there?
Shift enter. Shift enter.
What was her
Look at
p-value?
him cheating over here.
Our p-value. Good question.
I don't remember.
You
either.
really dropped the ball, Dr. Julie.
All right, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna search for this. I'm gonna search for this p-value for us.
0.009.
All right.
No. That one, right?
You wrong.
No.
You wrong again, Dr. Joe.
Come up. I thought it was 0.029.
It's 0.009,
In your
What's the 0.029?
What are you looking at?
Oh, it's epiphono buttons.
and the R is negative 0.924. Okay, so on that, I'm gonna go back to that
I
graph.
gotta redo my text box.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to do it too.
Wait, what was
Okay.
the value?
Okay.
0.09.
I'm gonna go back to that.
Is it 0.09 or
0.009, 0.009, and then I'm going to also add in the R. So I did shift and return at the same time, or shift and enter at the same time, and I'm to put R is equal to, R is equal to 0.9, oh crap, 42 or 24? Negative, it was negative too.
That's it, Amy.
Does anybody remember?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go out here again, and then I'm gonna have to go. Hold on a second.
I want to say that was the number.
If I did not enter that, 924.
Zero. Okay. Negative 0.924.
Yes,
That's gonna copy after you.
9
That's close.
924.
29,
Yeah.
which is not close.
I literally just mixed up the two numbers.
And
That's it.
forgot the 4.
And now I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna make the text box smaller. I'm gonna make it smaller. You can move the sides in, and then I'm gonna left justify it by clicking on the align left, so it looks nice and neat and even.
Left is this.
And then I'm gonna take the text box and I'm gonna move it so that it looks nice and arranged nice and orderly.
Her font is like big.
And I'm going to take this little r squared, because we really don't need it, r squared linear, and I'm going to delete it, if it lets me delete it.
Nope.
It's not letting me delete
Oh, mine's
it.
gone.
Me either.
Maybe. And mine's gone.
How did you delete? I'm going to right click, I'm going to say delete it. All right, look at that, it's beautiful. Okay.
You left justified.
Huh? I left justified. I'm also going to change my axes by double clicking on my axes.
No, do it.
Fish.
Oh.
I'm going to change that to fish activity. I'm going to put the number of fish. Number of fish passes. And then I'm going to change the shoal, because we don't want to just call it shoal grass.
Fish. What did you call it? Fish activity? Number of passes?
Yeah, number of fish passes. And then for the shoal grass, I'm going to change it to, let's see, this is going to be the number of shoal grass shoots.
Okay, okay.
All right, there we go. And so, now my graph looks good and is ready.
You hit the X, right, Amy, before I
Is
ruined
shoot
it all?
grass?
I'm sorry, what do you mean I hit the
When
X?
you when you want to close your chart editor, you just hit the X.
I hit the X, that's right. And it should save everything.
Oh god.
Did it save everything for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very nice, very nice.